Studnick Aquatics here. My cleanup crew has arrived, so I went ahead and darkened the tank so there's no lights on, and I put the shades closed and the light off in the room so I don't light shock them. This is from Live Aquaria, and I built my own cleanup crew for this coral reef tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get them floating, and I'll add more later. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is get them up to temp. So everything looks, that needs to be tilted in a little better. I didn't look real close, but everything looked like it's doing really good. It did show up next day. I ordered some fish from them a week or so ago, and it took over 50 hours to get here. Only one of the 5 fish was still alive. They did give me credit. It's unfortunate, but these are all looking pretty good, and I've set a timer for about 20 minutes so that they can get up to temp and make sure everything's down in the water. I'll kind of show you what I have here. This was a build your own pack, and these are the blue hermit crabs, and they're the really little ones. I don't have a tremendous amount of algae in there, but it's time to get them started. And this is a little pincushion urchin. I have one of those. And this one here I can't see, but this is the spiral trop. These are the Trocus snails. And there's a number of those. I forget how many. And these are some more snails, the conehead algae eater snails. And what we have in this one here is the emerald crab. He's pretty good size. He's doing good. So I got one of those. And this is the serpent banded starfish. They're really cool. He's looking good. Everything looks good. You know, when they show up when they're supposed to, it's great. And then we have a peppermint shrimp doing quite well. And over here we have some red-tipped hermit crabs. So that's what I ordered. I kind of built my own algae pack and cleanup crew, if you will. And so I'm going to let these things float, get up to temp, and then I've got a bucket here. This little bucket here is full of water. I had to dip some water out of the tank. But what I'll probably do is set this thing down here, set it at a tilt, and then I'll dump everything in here and start drip acclimating them. And when I drip acclimate them, I'll do 2 to 3 drops per second. And I'll go about 30 minutes and then pour off half, and then go another 30 minutes and pour off half. And I'll probably have to do that about 4 times because invertebrates take quite a while to acclimate properly. As a matter of fact, no more water than is there. I might be able to use that small bucket right there instead. So I'm going to start out by trying to use that one. That way I know they're submerged in water. So hopefully everything lives through this. It's time to get some more life in this tank. What I have in there now, here are 2 Percula clownfish that are confused because the light's off. And I have one 6-line wrasse. So this will just kind of add some more life to this tank and start hitting some of this algae. I'll add more later. I still have them floating, but I did check my water parameters. I actually did a 20% water change, and this is a 75-gallon tank. I did that earlier today. And my ammonia is at 0, my nitrites are at 0, my nitrates at 0. My pH is 8.2. I did check also my temperature is 77.4. And my specific gravity is 1.025. And you want to have the invertebrates at around 1.024 to 1.025 if you order them through Live Aquaria. That's what they recommend. So all my water parameters are looking really, really good. Everything should go fine. I just need to take my time acclimating them because they're very sensitive to changes in water parameters. So I'm going to let these things soak for a while, get some temperature up on them. And I'm going to try to put everything in this little bucket here because there's not a lot of water in those bags. And that might work out really well, so I can drip acclimate everything into one bucket. I don't know, I might use a big one to give them a little more room to move around. We'll see. Okay, I have everybody in there. I did use the larger bucket and just put a cigar box under the back of it, so I have enough water in there. Everything is looking really, really good. And I made this drip acclimator myself, but it works quite well. It does have the hard tube up on the end. And then I just have it dripping about 2 to 3 drips per second. So I'm going to let this work for a half an hour. I've set a timer, and then I'll pour off half the water, and then I'll run it for another half hour and pour off half the water, and at that point then I can put them in the tank. So I need to round up a little net, and we're just going to do this right. I'll add more later. Okay, everybody seems to be doing fine. You can see some of the little crabs and snails all the way along this rock here, and it's a little difficult to see, but the serpent sea star is over there. Clownfish are hungry. Time to feed them. And from this angle, you can see we got 3 snails working really hard on that one over there. Everybody's looking really, really good. They're doing great. And here's the little pincushion urchin. He's as cute as can be. And we have some more. Oops, get my focus back in. Some more over here and here. So yeah, it's looking really, really good. I'm really, really happy with it. I think I'm gonna get some Isis shrimp out and feed the clowns and the little 6-line wrasse. This is Studnick Aquatics. Thanks for watching.